Hello everyone, and welcome to Celeb Life. In today's video, we'll show you the most expensive celebrity makeovers you've ever seen. But before we get into the video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and press that notification button to get more interesting videos like this one. From Botox injections to various implants, it seems that beauty comes with a cost nowadays. And when your appearance is part of your livelihood, you'd be willing to pay whatever the price just to look perfect. So without further ado, these are the most costly celebrity makeovers. Blake Lively. One of the stars on the hit show Gossip Girl, Blake Lively, hasn't been too open with revealing the work that had been done on her face, specifically the rhinoplasties and nose job. However, several pictures and comparisons shows obvious signs that she had her nose ridge narrowed to make it look smaller and more natural with the rest of her face. And while a couple of rumors have pointed to her possibly having more surgeries done, what can be confirmed is that she spent around $7,300 for the operation. Denise Richards. A celebrity you'd think wouldn't need all the help that plastic surgery provided. Denise Richards was said to have spent $13,000 to further accentuate her natural beauty, along with the usual facelifts and Botox injections to maintain that young-looking face and hide away those pesky wrinkles. She'd also undergone a couple of chest surgeries. Unfortunately, 2 out of 3 of her breast augmentation surgeries have left her bosom disproportionate to the rest of her build. Lil' Kim. Oftentimes, when women celebrities have had the usual breast and hip implants, they just tweak some features in their face or neck, and by that point, they're usually done. This was not the case for the rapper Lil' Kim. While she dipped in and out of popularity after the 90s, it wasn't until she returned to the stage in 2009 that she started gaining the attention once again, but not for her performance. With a plethora of surgeries done on her cheek, lips, nose, and breast, the rapper was becoming more and more unrecognizable each week. But what really took the cake was when she decided to undergo a full-body skin lightening. Yikes! Not even Michael Jackson would approve of that. All in all, her operations cost her a little over $20,000. Pete Burns. If you've never heard of Pete Burns, then we're sorry you had to find out about him like this. Famously known for his band's hit single, You Spin Me Round, and later his extremely unsettling looks, the musician had undergone the knife an estimated 300 times that amounted to approximately $40,000. Most of these were meant to correct previously botched operations. Tragically, doctors had to apply staples, stitches, nuts, and bolts to his face, like a modern-day Frankenstein's monster, but still more human. Even more tragic, the amount of abuse done to his face had left permanent complications, with the artist admitting that he had begun to see holes pop up on his skin that oozes yellow liquid if he so much slightly touched it. Poor Pete. Megan Fox. You'd think with the hordes of fans she's got from her appearances in the Transformers movie, she'd be quite confident with how she already looked. However, the movie star has since been rumored to have spent more than $60,000 on cheek, lip, and breast implants. Once, a Botox injection was confirmed in an unorthodox yet funny way when the actress knowingly uploaded an album folder on her Facebook account, which she titled Things You Can't Do With Your Face When You Have Botox. And yes, you guessed it. The album was filled with pictures of her hilariously attempting to make different facial expressions while having been recently injected with Botox. Sharon Osbourne. Being married to a rock star in the 70s when the genre was at its peak wasn't easy. And this was twice as true when you're married to legendary rock icon Ozzy Osbourne. Sharon felt like she had to constantly keep up with her husband and decided to get work done on her entire body. Yes, almost her entire body was modified in some sorts, including her face, legs, and arms. She also underwent Botox and gastric bypass. By the end of the 70s, she gradually did stop having operations done and had already spent an estimated total of $200,000. Denise Moore. Usually if you have something good, you ought to make it last as long as it can. Denise Moore had the same thoughts when she wanted to preserve her naturally good looks. Moore was a prominent model in the 80s, and she was determined to keep herself beautiful while in the tough business. The model had reportedly undergone multiple Botox injections and breast implants. Though it was too difficult to keep track of all her surgeries, especially the more she did it, it's estimated that she spent a total amount of $500,000. Who knew being a prominent model could be that expensive? Cher. With a career spanning over 5 decades, there's not much we could say about Cher that hasn't already been reported on the news. This 71-year-old pop sensation was open to admit that she had spent nearly $750,000 in order to maintain her beauty and youthful appearance. As she got older and older, Botox injections and cosmetic procedures became more and more of a routine. And this, of course, racked up a hefty bill over time. especially given her long career. But the diva was nothing but confident of her choices, even going as far as to call herself the poster girl for plastic surgery. Michael Jackson. You just know he had to be here when you heard the title. The King of Pop was not only famous for his songs and his sensational performances, but was also infamous for the amount of cosmetic surgeries he'd done throughout the highlight of his career, some of which included multiple nose jobs, cheek implants, chin augmentations, and of course, the iconic skin lightening, which was supposedly done to hide an intense case of vitiligo or the discolored patches of skin throughout his body. There was little of his face left untouched by the time that his career had plateaued. The legendary artist would eventually spend over $1 million in his never-ending pursuit of perfection. Kylie Jenner. Compared to our past entries, this cosmetic mogul mom had only recently come up in popular media. However, coming from a prominent family of celebrities with a penchant of living luxurious lives, Kylie was already in the public eye even before she was born. Understandably, she grew up having that insatiable desire to improve her image, most especially because it also promotes her brand. Through specifics as to what procedures she had gone through are unclear, the media speculates she had at least done implants to her lips, cheeks, breasts, and butt, all of which was estimated to cost over $2 million. So what do you think about these astonishing makeovers? We'd love to hear your opinions, so leave your comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell.